She is a two-time Olympian and a 2007 world champion silver medalist at the 10,000 meters. She's also a three-time Boston marathoner who finished third in 2009. And at the virtual Boston Expo this week, we got a chance to catch up with Kara Goucher.
You run Boston more often than you run any other marathon.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
What makes it your favorite?
The intimacy of it. You know, like my first marathon, I ran New York and I loved that experience. And I really remember having feelings during the race of like, this is what I was supposed to do. But you're running by tall buildings, you're barely getting any sunlight, it's windy, it's on concrete. When I went to Boston to train for the first time I ran there, running through the neighborhoods and with all the tall trees, and it just reminded me honestly of where I grew up and the neighborhoods I ran through growing up. So there was something so comforting about it. And then the community around it, it's not like anything else. Like the people, it's a part of their every year, you know, they're out there cheering on Marathon Monday and the community really knows it and they know the history of it. And just everything down to the hotel staff. I remember the second time I ran, I had to call for a crib for my son and they brought it up and the guy was like, this is your race, Kara, we got you, you know, just like the knowledge of the community. So I just loved it so much and I still do. And the course is just so beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. Well, the first year you ran here in 2009, you came in saying you wanted to win and you almost did. Can you sort of talk us through that race a little?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the more painful races to remember for me. I was so determined to win, and my coach and I had come up with a race plan, but it really didn't allow for any flexibility. And so we assumed it would be a fast race, and we assumed that I would suck in, and then we assumed that I would, you know, like the last thing my coach said to me was, I do not want to see you in the lead until you turn onto Boylston Street. But if you remember, as the race went on, it was very slow.
Very slow.
The lead pack was huge. And as we went up the Newton Hills, I started to have these thoughts of like, I should just go right now. Like, I feel like I need to go. And then when we crested the top, I just couldn't take it anymore and I went. But in my head was my coach's words. And then someone from the press truck was like, Kara, you're running close to 5-minute pace, be careful. And so then I put on the brakes. And so it's hard for me to remember that race because I did love it, but I don't really feel like I listened to my gut. And I don't know if the end result would have been any different had I just gone for it with 10K to go, but at least I wouldn't wonder about it anymore. You know, like it's 12 years later or 11 years later and I still wonder like, well, what would have happened? Like maybe I would have got, you know, maybe I would have finished further back because I would have blown up, but maybe I would have been able to pull it off. So I loved that race, but it was just really hard. And it was the first time that it's funny looking back because I felt like the community was excited, but my own personal team wasn't very excited. And I was let know that I had let them down. And so it was a difficult thing for me. And I know I'm like kind of laughing right now, but I actually had to go through therapy to move on from that.
Well, you were in the pack of three, final three women making the turn onto Hereford, if I recall. Yeah. What were you thinking right then?
I was there, but my legs were tired. I actually remember physically looking down at my legs being like, what are you doing? Like,
where did you go?
And, you know, I never gave up. Even down the stretch, I moved to the outside because, you know, sometimes at the end of the marathon, people just blow up. And I thought maybe if I move out here, they'll think I've dropped off when I'm still here. But they just powered down and they were what a close finish that ended up being.
The closest in history at the time. Yeah, 1 second.
Close. And, you know, it was what it was. Like they played their cards better but I just was really overwhelmed. I mean, that's like the first time I'm just an emotive person. I cry a lot and I'm expressive, but I've always really buttoned it in at races. And that was the first time I just started crying right at the finish line, you know, and I just couldn't control it. And I just felt like I had let everybody down. Like I felt like everyone really believed in me and I had let them down. Yeah.
You know, I have heard that from athletes before, and I wonder how many people really understand that mindset of an athlete, that they truly do worry and take to heart the fact that they think they've let people down, even though the people around you don't really think that. But
Yeah,
you
think,
think
like,
they think
years
that.
away from it has given me more perspective, and but in the moment and for years after, that's how I felt. Like this community had really rallied behind me, and I really believed I could do this. And I made some technical flaws in the race, and so yeah, I just felt really bad about it, that I had gotten everyone's hopes up and all this stuff, and then I didn't deliver. But of course, now with hindsight, I'm like, well, I mean, I actually ran as hard as I could, and it was pretty good.
Well, yeah, it was the first time in, like, I believe, since 1993 that an American woman had finished in the top 3 in this race.
Yeah.
And so by most people's measures, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not only did she not let people down, she lifted all of us up. It was amazing, and it still gives me chills to watch that. This year, by the way, Kara participated in her first trail marathon and competed in an ultra marathon.